If we were on death row and we had to choose 3 courses from Universal Orlando as our final meals, this is what we'd choose. You are listening to episode 432 of the Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. This is Michelle. I'm your host today, and with me I've got Lee.
Hello, Ron.
Chris.
Hey.
And my sister wife, Tracy.
Hello. You tickled it there. That's the most genuine laugh I've heard from you in a long time.
This is going to be an exciting episode. I'm kind of looking forward to this one.
Me too, especially because we have to give away why we're on death row, right?
Oh, man.
I'm anticipating getting yelled at.
This was Tracy's idea. She came up with the plan for, like, the idea for this quite a while back, and I was like,
so I can't get in trouble then.
Such a good idea.
It's because she was planning your death.
Shh! Don't tell him. You won't be
that
surprised
got
now.
morbid real fast.
Again.
All right, so let's just hop into it because I think we're all looking forward to it. So
I'm starving.
So there's 4 different categories. We've got our starter, a main course, a dessert, and then a drink. So we'll start and hear everybody else's starter before going on. So how about we start with Chris?
All right. This is the only one that I was kind of split between what I wanted to pick, and I'm going to go with my gut on this one. So my starter should be considered a starter, but it's over at Strongwater Tavern.
A rum? That's a drink, Chris.
Yeah, just a glass of rum on the rocks. Delicious. No, so, they have tapas over there, not like traditional plates. So I consider those appetizers as well.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So they had these, we went there once and the menu changes, but we had Yucca Croquettes.
Ooh,
and
yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was, so there's like chicken, chorizo. There's what they call farmer's cheese. So I don't know what kind of cheese that is, but I guess it comes from a farmer.
Interesting.
Yeah. And they milk the farmer and everything. So that, and it's breaded, as with yucca. It has breading and then fried, and then they put like this pineapple chutney on there, so it's kind of like almost like a jam. Mm-hmm. You dip it in there, and it's just a whole plate of awesomeness.
Interesting.
Nice.
Yes.
That does sound good.
Yeah.
It is delicious.
It sounds better than the ones that we chose when we were at Strongwater for our meet in February. The ones we had were not so good.
Next time, I'll just do the group ordering. That's
My
it.
sliders were awesome, so you can all speak for yourself.
My dog turds were awful.
My sliders were, I really enjoyed them, but I was starving, in fairness.
Okay. All right, Tracy, what's your starter?
I knew you were going to get go next.
Right.
I have no idea what she's got, by the way.
I'm going to Islands Dining.
Okay.
Now, I am only going with food that I have had.
Okay.
Because I have an opinion on it then. So, for my first course, I take your starter and sneer at it because I'm going for breakfast. My starter's going to be breakfast.
What, the whole breakfast?
I'm going to have the Hawaiian pancakes with a side of breakfast potatoes. So that is
wow.
I never got to try
the
them.
pancakes that we say no to the toasted coconut because it's vile. But lots of golden pineapple and roasted macadamia nuts. And I'll say the side of breakfast potatoes. And a steaming mug of coffee.
You can't, no, because you haven't got tea drink yet. You can't have the coffee with it.
Excuse me. I've murdered all of those people. This is my death row.
No.
I want the coffee.
No.
Trust me. Look, one more isn't going to make me any dead.
No, that's not the point, because the whole premise is starter, main course, dessert,
Sorry, who
and
came
then
up with
drink.
this? Who came up with this?
It doesn't matter.
It is mine.
She's like coffee with a side of a chocolate sundae.
Now, Chris, you're going too far.
If this is Tracy's starter, then her death of choice is death by gluttony.
Food, yeah.
I mean, my God, you're gonna burst from being so stuffed.
Wait till you see mine.
Michelle, did I finish that breakfast?
Yes, you did. And
In
some of
fairness,
Lee's.
after Michelle sat them, and there's no way you'll finish them. And she's like, just watch me.
Yeah.
Didn't you finish his burger as well? At
Cowfish.
Cowfish, yeah.
Cowfish, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, she didn't finish it. She had some of it.
I had some of it. And
Yeah.
I ate your cheeseburger sushi as well.
Someone had to eat on that trip because
Okay.
it wasn't me.
All right.
Yes, that's me.
All right. So
Minus the
Lee,
coffee. Me?
what's your starter? Yeah.
So I have come at this whole thing from a point of view of this is my last meal ever, and I want to prolong it as much as possible
Okay.
because they can't kill me until I've
Okay.
finished my meal.
Uh-huh.
So my starter comes from Margaritaville.
Right.
It is something we have had.
Uh-huh.
In fairness, the last time we had it, it went between 3 people.
Yes.
And that would be the Volcano Nachos.
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah.
Which I showed, again, I've mentioned Lucy, who I sit next to at work quite a lot today.
They were good.
I showed her a picture and she went, holy crap, you weren't kidding, they are massive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They are, if anyone hasn't had them, it is from a table, like up to chin height, it's massive. Tortilla chips laid with chili, cheese, pico de gallo, fresh guacamole, sour cream, and jalapenos. It is amazing. I love nachos.
Mm-hmm.
I could actually just sit and eat them now.
Yes.
My
'Cause
man.
The interesting story of it, I'm going to tell a story. Max Bygraves, I'm going to tell you a story. Before we went, we were with someone who worked at Margaritaville. And she said, if you're getting the nachos, just order your nachos first rather than order everything because you might finish them and then not be able to eat your main course, which we did. And we didn't get a main course. The family next to us made the mistake that we didn't. And 10 minutes after getting their Volcano Nachos, they were requesting their burgers to go.
Oh, yeah. Yep, for sure. Now, I've had those, but not in Orlando. I had them in Gatlinburg at the Margaritaville, and I got so super sick afterwards. Like, it was awful. And so now and that was 2 years ago, and I still haven't been able to eat at a Margaritaville since then.
I'm not
fair enough.
surprised.
I'll be honest, Margaritaville isn't my restaurant of choice at City Walk, but
I wasn't impressed the last time
No.
we went. So
well, I
Yeah.
didn't even
I
get
thought
what
it
I
was all
ordered.
right. I think you're going there more for like the vibe and ambiance
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
definitely. Oh,
being
yeah.
in Parrot Head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Well, interestingly enough, so originally my starter was also nachos, but from Antojitos. But then Nancy reminded me of the chocolate almond bread at Toothsome, and I decided to switch it to do the chocolate almond bread because I love it so much. I love it so much that I would even go there just to get some to go to take it back to the room with me if I couldn't get a reservation. So for those of you who haven't had it, on the menu, it's called the warm chocolate almond bread. And it comes with, so we actually asked her about it this time. So it's actually made with almond flour, and it just has like a little bit of like cocoa in it to give it the chocolate flavor. So it's not super sweet like a cake, like you would kind of think in your head it's going to be. And then the butter is actually salted caramel butter, which I didn't realize. So together it's so good. So I get that every single trip I go to. So I
It's
figured that would
weird
be
as
a
well
good
because I am
choice for me.
such a sweet. I am such a sweet
It's not
tooth
sweet.
person,
It's bread.
It's not sweet though.
but it's
That's
not
the problem.
really savoury either. It's kind of weird.
But the difference is,
Yeah.
cocoa isn't sweet. That's a mistake a lot of people make. Cocoa's not sweet. You add sugar to cocoa.
We obviously got it because everybody raves about it, and I was like, I mean, it could be in my frame of mind at the time. I wasn't exactly in the best of moods at the time, in fairness, but
Yeah.
I just didn't like it, but I
It
didn't
just-
Been
like
a
it.
bad one
My-
too. It happened.
my
You
other
got to
part
try
was
it
good.
again. So next time you come over, we'll eat there again,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I will request a really fresh out of the oven roll and see if you like it better. The thing that's sweet about it is actually the butter.
Mm.
It's not the bread itself.
yeah. I want to try it again.
Oh, yeah. We've learned second chances.
Well, cowfish. Our
Yeah.
cowfish experience has proved that you need to give places at least twice.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
let's talk about it later.
Okay. All right. Well, let's skip over to the main course. And this time I'm going to start with Tracy.
Are you sure?
I have no
I'm
idea what
sure.
she's
Are
got.
you really sure?
She's going to have, for me, my main
going to shut
course
up.
is the entire menu at Big Fire.
I didn't go anywhere near Big Fire. Thank you very much. So,
Go
That's because
for
you
it,
had a
Tracy.
salad.
we're going to Fast Food Boulevard.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm having a crusty burger
Oof.
You can't.
and a ribwich
No. No.
and Bumblebee Man tacos,
No, you
the
can't.
Korean beef and the chicken tacos.
I give up.
No, it's my final meal. You can have nachos that
We're all
last
spending
forever.
so much time trying to figure out one item.
Yeah, but the
Tracy's
difference
like,
is
character meet and greet because I get the whole
Loopholes.
buffet.
my nachos are one meal. You've literally gone for 3 different meals from 2 different places.
But they're bringing it to me.
They're not because they won't. Well, yeah,
They
okay.
bring it to me. It's their problem, right?
I'll give up.
Give up. I would. Right? No,
You never play the game properly, do you?
never. We always get a crusty burger and a rib witch,
Not always,
And
but we
split
have
them.
done it once because
Yeah.
normally we go for the chicken and waffle sandwich.
and
Oh my God.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Duff beer. You can't have another beverage because your beverage is one beverage on its own. Your coffee's
put
already.
it all in the same cup. I don't care. And flouters from Antajitos.
No,
Holy-
right? I'm sorry. No, you can't. No, no.
I'm going to eat it all.
Everyone else has played the game and you haven't.
I came up with this idea. So
I think Lee's
shove
going to
it.
edit the hell out of this episode.
Probably. So
She'll be like, I just
What
had
do
a
you want?
crusty
Drop
burger.
test. Okay, next.
would you like me to describe all of them?
If you have to.
I told you there might be some crossovers.
I'm glad this is the last
If you
bloody
could,
meal.
but Tracy, if you literally could only pick one,
No,
which one would you pick?
Come
No.
on, Michelle.
no. Which one? I'd go to Cowfish for sushi. No, hang on, did I?
Jeez.
Like, if I were going to say, I'm going to buy you your favorite meal at Universal, Tracy, what would you have me buy you?
I don't have a favourite meal at Universal. That's the thing. I don't have I have to have that main. I try and have something, I don't know. Because it's all just burgers
I must
at the
admit, I
parks.
don't, to be honest, have a go-to that's like something I have to have every time.
And I couldn't have Panda Express because I've already had that at the airport.
Anyway.
So,
Now, does anybody see the irony in the person who picked the episode of favorite item has no favorite item?
Right?
I didn't say
It's not
favourite
really
item.
favourite item, in
I said
fairness.
death row meal.
Yeah.
Death row meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Stop twisting.
it
I'm gonna have my
depends.
least favorite item
Because
during
I'll
death
be
row.
honest, most of mine aren't my favourite items. One of them is. The rest aren't. They are there for a reason.
Mine are here for a reason. I want to
Eat
eat all the things that I have really enjoyed eating. Does everybody know what's in a crusty burger?
Yeah, it's crusty and a burger.
But I do find it funny how it's curly fries with a K.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You know, it's not a £3 burger, that's a bloody big burger. A £3 burger with secret sauce, cheddar cheese sauce, tomato lettuce, specialty bun, curly fries, and pickle spear. And the rib, which is boneless rib, coleslaw, specialty bun, curly fries, and a pickle. The tacos. Yes, so we have Korean beef, which is Asian-inspired braised beef in a warm corn or flour tortilla. I would choose flour. Zesty cucumber, they can keep that, and a radish topping, yes please, with chips. And then the chicken one is chicken with cheese, salsa, and chips. And flouters are just absolutely gorgeous things.
When anyone listens to this episode back, there's only going to be 3 of us on it.
Be careful what you wish for, dear.
You'll never know.
Couldn't
Because you can't listen. No one will message and go, where was Tracy?
Oh, I have my spies. Trust me.
Oh, Katie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You two act like you're married or something.
I know. Should just do it already. So
All
crispy
right.
flour tortillas, chicken
She
tinger,
hasn't finished yet, Michelle.
marinata cheese. Oh yeah, all this other stuff I can't actually pronounce. Chili de arbol, queso fresco, cilantro, bleh, cilantro rice, and refried beans. So yeah.
You don't like cilantro?
Oh, vile stuff. Gross.
I don't even know what it is.
It has
to be
that
honest.
gene that makes it taste
Coriander.
like soap.
I guess
No,
so.
that's guacamole.
Coriander. I don't like
love
that either.
cilantro.
Don't like guac either. So yep.
Are you done your 4 main courses?
5.
5.
And yes, I was washing that down with the dough.
No, you're not.
I am.
You can't.
I am.
No.
Done it.
Okay,
killed
shall I give
72
my main
people.
course then?
Yes,
please, it's
please.
Tuesday now.
Just choose what you want now. Take as
Oh,
many as you
God.
want.
Mine is only one meal, I promise. And it's actually one I've never had because it's so expensive that I can't justify having it. But one day I will. So I want the 12-ounce center cut filet mignon from the Palm at Hard Rock.
Okay.
Ah.
I am a steak and potatoes girl, and I hear that one is absolutely amazing. And I've always wanted to do it, but I just can't justify a $60 steak for one person.
Right, next
So
next podcast family meal. We'll go at the Palm.
Oh my God, it's going to be so expensive. And then on the side, the 3 cheese au gratin potatoes. That sounds so good.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had au gratin potatoes. Or a massive steak, really, for that matter.
I am a steak and potatoes girl. But literally, with the drink, my meal would cost $100 just for me. So
that's fine.
I think that's a good death row meal, even though I've never had it.
Very good death row meal.
Mm-hmm. Alexa will be paying for her own. Sorry, Alexa.
Oh,
when I'm paying $400 for ours, I'm not stumping up for yours as
I'm
well.
not eating bloody steak.
I didn't say you were. But I know damn well if we did that, you go, if Michelle's is $100, she would go, I'll take that, and that.
I'm
like
not
4
petty.
different meals to make up one.
I'm not petty.
But listen, even the veggies, like the sides they're served for 2. So like even a side of asparagus is $16 at that restaurant. So
wow.
Yeah.
Good job. I don't like asparagus either.
Alexa likes steak. Just letting you know.
Oh, I love steak.
Oh, it's all right. She's paying for her own.
Evil.
Just wait till she hears this episode.
Do you know what?
I love it.
Alexa can order mine. I'll order Alexa the really expensive steak, and then we'll swap plates. There you go.
But then you'll have to pay for hers.
Yeah, but
Because you've already told me what you're doing now, so
it'll be a lot cheaper.
not much.
And it works.
Anyway, Michelle's
Well,
having the
let's
filet
hear what
mignon.
Chris is.
Yes.
Since Chris is having to foot the bill for Alexa's steak, what is Chris's favorite meal?
I mean, it's not that fancy. It was so my go-to, which I love eating, is the chicken Alfredo fettuccine at Vivo.
Uh-huh.
I knew we'd go Vivo.
Yeah.
I love Vivo. You know how much I talk about it. And it's regular chicken Alfredo. They do add pancetta in there and peas, but I take the peas out because peas are gross.
It seems weird. I like peas, but it doesn't seem like it fits in there.
It's a common thing they do, but I've seen it at other restaurants. But I don't like that in there. Just kind of throws it off for me a little bit. But yeah, since like I said before, like they make all their pasta in house, so it just has that freshness flavor to it.
Can't beat fresh
And,
It is somewhere I really want to go.
Yeah.
It's the sauce is creamy, the pancetta is like a little crispy. It's delicious. It's literally just a warm bowl of just awesomeness.
These are really bad episodes to be recording at this time of night.
I'm starving.
That sounds good. I almost got that on Sunday.
I would recommend you go back there again. I know you go to many different places when you go over there, but give it another shot if you didn't like your lasagna too much. But like they're just traditional pastas with like red sauces or the creamy sauces. Like those are all great. And if you want to get adventurous, Alexa had the squid ink pasta before and she loved it. So.
When it comes to food, I stopped listening to Michelle's opinion when she turned around in February and told me that she doesn't like sandwiches. And we're like, who the hell doesn't like sandwiches?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't not like them. It's just not my food of choice.
It's just weird. For an English person to hear someone say, I don't eat sandwiches, like, you what?
We
I
put
do
everything
eat
in bread.
them.
It's just odd.
Even pies.
I would just rather have like a hot sandwich, like a burger.
That's not...
I never think of a burger as a sandwich.
Because it's
but
not.
It is.
It's not. It's a burger.
It is.
No, it's not. It's a burger.
It's meat between 2 pieces of bread.
Look, there's plenty... I'm not even going to go there.
Oh,
Does
God.
not make it a sandwich.
Wow.
Oh, good God. Moving on real fast.
Yeah.
Next is Lee's main course, and tread lightly, Lee.
He's having a sandwich.
It is. I am having a sandwich if you're going to class burgers as a sandwich. It's funny, we're doubling back on something that has already been mentioned tonight, but not something that someone's already chosen.
No.
I am going to the cowfish. And again, I said that my lines for this is going along having substantial amounts of food to try and drag out as much as possible. So I am going for the burger that I had at Cowfish in February, and that is the Cowfish has officially left the building.
Yes.
It is a full pound beef burger, creamy peanut butter, fried bananas for you Americans, applewood bacon in a brioche bun. Or you can get, I don't know which one I got because you can make it a single hunk of love with just a half-pound burger. I don't know whether I
think you got the full one.
Because when it came out, it was a lot bigger than I was expecting.
I think you got the big one because she did say, Are you sure? 'Cause that's big.
I didn't think it was going to be that big. It was Chris's comment at the end. I went, let's just put into perspective how big the burger Lee had was. Lee had some. He spilt some of it on the floor. Tracy had some, and it still looked like a full burger.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was
And did
amazing.
it taste good with the peanut butter and banana
Have
on
you
it?
never had
Not
peanut
banana.
butter
Peanut butter burger,
on
amazing.
a burger is amazing. Yes, it was amazing, and I would have it again in a heartbeat. It was huge, and I did not have my appetite with me in October, as we all know.
Interesting.
But it was, so good. I've come to the realization over the last month, talking about cowfish, I think I've done it a disservice. I'm actually, at this moment in time, it's somewhere I really want to go back to. And I know, Chris, when we reviewed it after being there in October, we said we really enjoyed it. Darren, Tracy and I said that it was a much better experience than when we went in 2015. And I think you asked, but is it somewhere that was further up your list, or would it still be at the bottom? And I think Tracy and I both agreed at the time, there's still other places we would rather go. The more I think about it, it's working its way up that list.
It's decent sushi as well.
I enjoy it there. I mean, I love the burgushis, but that's just me.
Yeah.
And Alexa just eats a bunch of sushi.
I think what it was when it first opened, what I love about City Walk is they've brought in these one of a kind or two or three of a kind, like like Voodoo Donut or Cowfish, where there is only a few of them around. That you have to go somewhere special to get it, and it is a novelty that works perfectly for somewhere like City Walk, because they've always City Walk's always been that. It's chain restaurants for the most part. They had Emeralds and Margaritaville and Hard Rock and NBA City and NASCAR Cafe and Bubba Gump, and now they've gone away from that. Like you say, it's bespoke things, and for something to be so different, I wanted it to be so good, and that first experience really burnt us on it. And I'm glad Darren suggested going back last year, because we wouldn't have done if it wasn't for that.
I think being seated inside was better.
And
also having a decent server.
It's somewhere
She was good.
I really want to go to again.
Yes.
So yes.
Well, I will go with you.
Cool.
Yes.
I will too.
Awesome.
It's a date.
Cool. October. So yes, I'm going with the cowfish as
we're on this, aren't we?
The building. Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, before we move on to desserts, let's take a quick break to hear from our fabulous, amazing, incredible sponsors.
You'll be green with envy if you miss out on seeing the main man himself this holiday season. No, not Santa, but the Grinch, of course. Join all the Who's in Whoville for some mischievous fun at Universal Orlando Resort. There will be no shortage of fun and fantasy as you take in the lights and sounds that surround you at every turn during this magical time of year. Running from mid-November to the end of the year, Grinchmas celebrations are included with your daytime park admission. Or add a little extra flair to your vacation by booking breakfast with the Grinch for a minimal extra charge. Be sure to let the experts at Mouse and Muggle Travel Company take care of all your travel needs. Earning the distinction of being an earmarked travel agency specializing in Disney destinations, as well as being one of the first to be named a U Preferred agency with Universal Parks and Resorts Vacations. Mouse and Muggle Travel Company will ensure you receive top-rated customer service. Just visit mouseandmuggle.com to fill out a no-obligation quote request or send your request to info@mouseandmuggle.com. Their team can take care of you no matter where in the world you want to go. With a flick of their wand and a little bit of pixie dust, the process will be so seamless that some might say it's simply magical.
All right, and we're back. So moving on to our favorite desserts. I'm going to go back to Chris again for this one.
All right. So I'm going back to strong water for my dessert.
What a surprise. It's a rum.
Yeah,
rum
right?
Isn't a dessert, Chris.
Yes,
It's another glass of rum with ice inside of it. So my dessert of choice would be a tres leches.
Oh, okay.
Which, did you guys have any that day we were there?
No.
No.
I wish I had.
No.
So it's I mean, I eat it every now and then because it's extremely sweet, but it also makes you extremely fat. So I try not to eat as much. So basically, for those who do not know what it is, it's like a sponge cake, and it's soaked in 3 milks, hence the tres leches. So you got evaporated milk, you have condensed milk, and you have a heavy cream that goes into there.
Okay.
And then most places will do a froth on top, and they do the largest froth here at Strongwater, where I'm talking about the cake is probably 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches, and the froth is like 4 inches high.
Ooh.
And what's also nice is they'll put like a butane torch and kind of crisp the outside of the froth.
Like a brulee.
So, yeah.
That sounds good.
It is delicious. And if you've never had one and you try one there, that's about as good as it gets. Because I've had many tres leches at many parties, homemade and all. And that is made with love like no other.
Oh, I'll have to try that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not so good if
See.
you're lactose intolerant, though.
Tracy's face.
No, it's not.
Probably not.
No, I will pass.
But it's
so
literally
good.
the most moist. I haven't had that one, but it's the most moist cake you'll ever eat in your life. It's so good.
It's a wet cake, right? So if you don't like wet cake, you're not gonna like this. But if you've had like rum cakes or things where there's like the actual like sauce or juices in the bottom, and you like dipping it in there and eating it, then you'll love this. Like you said, it's very moist.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm just kind of looking. It's not the one from there. Interesting.
I'll pull a picture up. I'll send it to you.
Yummy.
It's not something that leaps out at me and goes, "Oh, I'd love to try that." It sounds a bit weird if you ask me, but each to their own.
Not like peanut butter in a burger, but
No.
you know.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
Well, that's what they say.
Yep.
All right, Lee, what's your favorite dessert?
So carrying on again, I've said this is not my favorite necessarily.
I think
It
he's
is
got to have the same.
something I have had before twice.
Yes.
I have not finished it either time, and I would like to actually sit down and eat this dessert without a time limit.
Uh-huh.
And
I
that
knew we'd
is
overlap on
a
that.
slice of the kitchen sink cake from Universal's Hard Rock Hotel
Yes.
that we have had twice during the kitchen challenge. For those of you that don't know, which you should do because we only talked about it with Katina not that long ago.
No.
When did we have Katina on? Like 6 episodes ago? It is 7 layers of heaven. Brownie, peanut butter crunch, chocolate chunk cookie,
Me either.
pecan pie, vanilla cheesecake, devil's food chocolate cake, vanilla chiffon, chocolate sauce, and vanilla cream. And it is
And they forgot the strawberries in the
as
description.
big as your
my
head.
gosh.
It is huge.
Can you order it outside of the kitchen sink?
Yes.
Yes.
Or
It
not
is
the kitchen
a
challenge?
slice of that cake is $29.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But it could quite comfortably feed 4 people or more. Tracy, you didn't finish it.
I ate a bloody great burger as well.
I don't think you're not a sweet tooth.
I
I
could
don't
eat that.
think you could eat that.
I could eat that.
It is huge. Chris,
Challenge
have you seen it?
accepted.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's ginormous.
And I don't even remember what it tastes like,
No.
if I'm honest, because it's not a priority to taste. It's just like I'm trying to eat it as quick
Yeah.
as I can. So I would actually like,
Yeah.
Tracy and I have talked about just going over there at some point and just getting a slice of it to just actually eat it and taste it and enjoy it.
Same with the burger. I'd like to know what the burger tasted like.
But again, I said my whole premise of doing this is I want to prolong this as much as possible because I'm going to die when I've finished it. So I want as long as I possibly can. So yes, the kitchen sink cake.
Hey, it's right next to the Palm. We
Well,
can go there for
yes.
dessert after we have our steaks.
Awesome. So 5 slices of the kitchen cake comes to $140, $145. Plus we've already spent like $500 at the Palm. Yeah, it's fine.
I think that all of us could eat off of one piece from the way you make it sound.
No, Tracy doesn't do sharing. You
Could
should
do
know that by
sharing.
now.
Good grief.
Well, we can cut a piece off for her. She doesn't have to actually
It's already
share
cut it a
with us.
piece off. Wow.
Oh God,
Needs
this
training this
episode.
one.
I'm enjoying this episode.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to go on with my dessert. And this item has actually been mentioned already, but as a breakfast, as a starter. So
Wow.
for my dessert, instead of an appetizer,
No, she said breakfast, Chris.
Hey, nothing wrong with rubbing
Yeah.
breakfast. Been there.
I'm going with the Hawaiian pancakes at Island's Dining Room.
Fair enough. I suppose they could be
Yeah.
classed as a dessert.
Oh my God, yeah.
I wish
so good.
I wish I'd tried them. My stomach was not good that first
We know.
morning. I was gutted.
No, and your French toast looked really good too. But the pancakes, the Hawaiian
Oh, they are
pancakes, are
amazing.
incredible. But I get the coconut on mine.
Yeah, I would.
Love it. And with that, it's like bananas Foster flavor almost. with the caramel, pineapple syrup on it. Oh, so good. So yeah, that is my dessert.
Okay. Chris has just sent me his picture of his tres leches. It looks like...
Yeah, I put it in the wrong chat.
It looks like a meringue, like a lemon meringue with a cake on the bottom. It actually looks really good.
Oh.
And those pictures don't do it justice. When I tell you it's probably 7 inches tall, 8 inches, something like that, it's huge.
Remember, everyone, this is man inches.
The froth.
All right, Tracy, what's your dessert of choice?
Are you ready for this?
I'm afraid, actually.
I don't want to know. It's like a slice of the kitchen cake. The whole kitchen cake, not just a slice.
Have you been reading my notes?
No, behave yourself.
It was, yes, a slice of the kitchen cake.
Yeah.
Ah.
And a matcha green tea puff.
No.
On the top. Yeah. On the top. That's it. That's all I want. Just those 2 things.
Everyone listens like, why doesn't this woman ever play by the rules?
Because. That's my reason.
Because I make the rules.
Yeah.
Actually, don't I make the rules?
Look, I'm on death row.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel like it. If I'm on death row, this is my final meal. I've seen some death row meals, and trust me, that's light compared to some of them.
Yeah, but this isn't real.
Curious why you've seen some death row meals.
You mean you haven't?
You don't know
Haven't been there
that
lately.
Tracy has a very morbid curiosity into a lot of things.
It's interesting.
So she comes up with dinner ideas. What are they having on death row right now?
Yeah.
A slice of the kitchen cake with a cream puff. Why not?
Why not? Actually, I think I might do that now. I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to take a cream puff with me and put it on top of the cake.
We do have to do that. I do really want a
Yeah,
slice
I'll
of
do
that
that.
cake again
Yeah.
at some point in the future.
If I could be bothered baking all of those cakes, I would make them and make our own version of it, but I really can't be asked baking 7 cakes.
I still don't know how
Oh, yeah.
Katina ate that in like 23 minutes. Or that, whatever he was called, the garbage man
good
who did
grief.
it, the whole thing in like 10 and a half
I
minutes.
swear to God, he just
Oh my
inhaled it.
God. All right, so let's move on to our beverage to wash down all of this junk we've just eaten. Lee, what is your beverage of choice? And I think it's going to be mine as well.
We should just count to 3 and say it at the same time, Michelle.
Okay.
So on 1, 2, go.
Hot butterbeer.
Yeah.
Good man. Good man.
Vile.
Yeah, I love hot butterbeer, and there's only one. If I think of Universal, there's only one drink that I can think of that I would want, and it has to be that.
Oh my God.
I love it so much. There's
It is
nothing else I
so
can
good.
think of that I like. Like, I like frozen butterbeer. Other than that, I can't really think of anything. Like, I don't drink, so it's not like, Chris is going to have some cocktail concoction from Strong Water Tower, and we can all guarantee that.
Nah.
Tracy, I don't know.
Oh, but hot butterbeer, it's so good. Like, I specifically will go out of my way to get one of those.
I go out of my way.
Me
not
too.
to
I
get one
had
of
3
those.
when I was there in February. You had it once.
It's horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
It was like melted
Oh, no.
cardboard.
But then you're not a hot chocolate. You're a
Oh, I can't
you're a
stand hot
coffee
chocolate.
drinker. So yeah, you would. It's not a sweet. You're not a sweet tooth, so you wouldn't like
I'm not
it.
sweet tooth. Pumpkin juice. You can't get
It's
much sweet
definitely
with that.
very, very sweet.
I love
But it's so good. And I'm not a hot drink person.
Do you know, I think if it was in a ceramic mug, it might be
I
better because...
disagree.
No, hang on. Because I don't like coffee in take-out mugs. Take out the paper cups. Because it affects the taste, and it could well be that
Possibly.
affected the
I tried to
taste.
get Jade to try it in February, and she was like, "I don't like butterbeer." And I'm like, "But it doesn't taste like normal butterbeer." But she wouldn't have it.
No.
See, I don't like regular butterbeer. I think regular butterbeer
No, 'cause
tastes
it's
too
disgusting,
sweet.
and it's been watered down. We've commented a few times that the last few times we've had it, it's been watered down, and I've heard that from quite a few people actually.
But that froth, the froth on top of the hot butterbeer,
I love the
oh
stuff.
my God.
Isn't it? It's not the same.
No,
Ah.
it's kind of sweeter. It is amazing. I love it. Yeah,
So good.
there was only one
Like that
choice for me.
was when I was doing my research for this, that was the first thing I thought of, like, for any of my categories. I was like, well, that one's easy.
Yep.
Butterbeer.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, Tracy, since we're dying to hear what yours is, go for it.
She's going to chuck like pumpkin juice, a flaming more duff, all in one cup.
Flaming more.
Yeah.
Do you know me?
She's going to have
Vile.
jack-o'-lantern. But you said it was nasty, so you won't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would like a pumpkin juice, but having enough of that to wash down an entire meal could be a bit much.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, it might spoil.
It would be pretty rank, actually. Imagine the
Can you
burps
imagine-
you're doing after that. Ugh.
Imagine projectile
God.
vomit and all of that forever.
It would be nasty.
I do like a Duff. There's probably going to be a pumpkin juice, a Duff.
One.
No.
You pick
No.
one. A beverage.
No.
Michelle told you the rules right at the beginning. It says
I have
A starter,
seniority.
A main course, A dessert, A beverage. I have seniority over you.
I'm your elder.
That I
I'm
don't
also the wife.
and
That trumps.
I'm the
everything.
editor.
I know what you are. And a hurricane. Hurricane's nice. And if I had to pick one, it would be a hurricane, but
Yeah.
a bottomless hurricane.
From Pat O'Brien's,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is in a hurricane?
A
Like
hurricane.
wind and rain.
Fear.
Oh, God.
Crying.
Strong gusts.
Yeah.
Especially
Flooding.
after this meal. It is house specialty with Pat O'Brien's rum and hurricane
House
mix.
specialty what?
Drink. And it's served in a souvenir glass
Which we have in the
That
for
cupboard.
sounds
$13.
I need to try one. I need to try some
I do
alcohol.
too. I'm a rum drinker, so that sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Fun fact:
So-
that hurricane mix is passion fruit based.
Oh,
It's too much
then I
passion
would
in
really
this
like
world.
it.
Which is really interesting because I don't like passion fruit.
Yeah, that says a lot.
Yeah, it's the 5 ounces of rum you're tasting when you're drinking
Yeah.
it, though.
Yeah. Now,
Not so much the passion fruit.
rum I can get behind.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say that Chris's is rum based too.
What? No way. No way.
She's only been on the show 2 weeks and she's already
drank
figured you.
a full glass for breakfast and a full glass for my dessert. Yeah.
What's yours, Chris?
So I want to say cold butter beer because
Frozen or cold, like regular.
Sorry, frozen. It's my preference of butter beer. I don't drink the hot one, and the regular one, like you said, it's kind of watered down a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the frozen one, especially in the Florida heat. But that's not what I'm picking. I am. I never left strong water.
No,
I'm still
we know.
here.
What a surprise.
I'm rounding off best cocktails in the entire resort. But I am picking up one of their rum marathoners.
Oh.
Ah.
Yes, it is a delicious drink. It's their little riff on a rum runner. And that has some white rum. It has some banana liqueur in there. It has a little bit of lime and a little bit of orgeat, which is a kind of almond-based liqueur.
Mm.
And it is very delicious. So I want to go out with a buzz. I don't want to go out with diabetes. So
Well, it doesn't matter. You're
don't
going
think it
out
matters,
either
yeah.
way. so.
I don't know, but you might have a hangover after all your rum you had, and I don't think the electric
Maddie's
chair
gonna
would
be
be
dead.
nice. Yeah, but you don't want to be
A
getting up
hangover
to
in the
go with a
afterlife.
hangover. That's
Yeah.
not good, is it? Come on, Zavala, it's time to go. Oh, my head's banging. It's not good.
it's hurting.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm hungry or stuffed right now after hearing all this. So recap. Chris, what was your entire meal?
My death row meal, I started off with some Yucca Croquettes at Strong Water. I then walked myself over to Vivo, where I had a chicken fettuccine Alfredo. And then I had to burn off those calories, so I walked right back over to Strong Water, where I had a tres leches to finish it off. And then the nightcap was the rum marathoner.
That's a pretty good lineup, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be happy dying at that point.
Okay. And Lee, what was your recap?
I started off with the Volcano Nachos from Margaritaville, and then followed that up with the Cowfish has officially left the building from the Cowfish. Wrapped it up with a slice of the kitchen sink cake and a hot butterbeer. So I think I might wish I was dead after eating all of that.
Oh, God. Yeah. I'm going to leave Tracy's for last.
Yes,
So
I would have said the same.
we'll be here a while.
It'll be a
So-
Producers Club special episode.
Tracy reads the
All
menu.
So my starter was the warm chocolate almond bread from Toothsome. And then my main meal was at the Palm over at Hard Rock Hotel with a 12-ounce center cut filet mignon and cheese au gratin potatoes. And my dessert was Hawaiian Pancakes from Island's Dining Room in Royal Pacific. And then my drink was a hot butterbeer.
Sounds
Tracy,
Yes.
Take a deep breath and tell us your entire meal.
Yes. So I was starting with Hawaiian pancakes with breakfast potatoes and coffee from Islands Dining at Royal Pacific. Then I was heading over to Fast Food Boulevard for a crusty burger, a rib witch, and then Korean beef and chicken tacos from Bumblebee Man's taco truck. And then over to Antojitos for flouters.
That's like, she's only got halfway through and she's already had like 4 meals worth of stuff.
And the thing is, I'm planning to explode and kill myself.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah.
They just
She's
have to offer
gonna
me a
roll
one
in
wafer thin mint.
Yeah.
She'll be rolling into heaven. Yeah.
Like Mr.
Oh, I'm not getting into
Creosote.
heaven. No way.
Oh, rolling down to hell then.
Yeah. All my friends are there. And then I am getting the kitchen sink cake from the kitchen at the Hard Rock Hotel, topped with a matcha green tea puff from the Today Cafe. And I am drinking coffee, pumpkin juice, in a bottle.
No, you can't get it anymore, remember?
It's death row. I demand it in a bottle. A Duff beer and a Hurricane.
Oh
And out of interest, my total, for all of that food, my total is only $148.39.
Only. In fairness, Michelle's main course is nearly that.
I don't think that $150 for all that food's bad.
How much is a hot butter beer nowadays?
Too much.
About 8. Say $8. So mine would be 18, 35, 55, 64, like $72. That's not bad.
Huh.
So when do we get to eat these?
When you're on death row.
I'm trying to... Yeah.
Oli.
Look, I'll just buy you it. I'd rather not die. Just so you could have it.
Oh my God. That is a lot of food.
I'm surprised there was as much crossover as there was because I thought...
I missed something out.
Bloody-
Oh, no, you couldn't have.
Oh my God, I did. I wanted $10 worth of pick and mix from Snookers and Snook.
Off.
Do you want my cake?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That will do it because we cannot let Tracy eat anymore. So I am ending this episode.
Welcome to the team, Michelle. Now you see what we have to put up with.
Imagine if you were to ask for her honorable mentions.
The rest of the menu.
Yeah, basically. That would be the Producers Club special.
What if we
as I
told
said.
her, surprise, I'm buying this for you next time you come to Universal and you have no choice but to eat it?
I'd be like,
The thing is, she
I'll bring my
would.
stretchy pants.
She'll try. Oh,
Bring
she
it
will.
on.
I bring my stretchy pants.
Yeah.
Oh, crazies.
Yeah,
All
Katina,
right,
we've
that'll
got your
do
new
it
challenge.
for the last recording of the podcast for 2020.
Yes. We are back. We do have 3 episodes coming
Yes.
up after this one, but this is the last one we're recording this year.
For 2020. Bye-bye 2020, and let's hope 2021 is better.
Yes. Everyone get your
Yes.
fingers crossed.
Yes.
Masks up, fingers crossed.
We will finish it as we always do with another Universal Is, and this one comes from the infamous Jeff Royds. If you want to help wrap up the podcast, all you have to do is send us what you think Universal is in 3 words or less to podcast@uuopodcast.com, and we will end a show with them. But for now, Jeff says Universal is Wicked Piss-a-Kid. See you next week.
Guess that wraps things up for another Unofficial Universal Orlando podcast. You guys did all right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Pinterest, keyword UUO Podcast. Listen and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, or anywhere podcasts are found. You can find our blog at uuopodcast.com. Send us your spews, which Lou gets your poo recordings, questions, or comments to podcast@uuopodcast.com. Check out our friends, the Theme Park Duo, and our awesome sponsors, Mouse and Muggle Travel Company. So, until next time, don't give up your day job. Say cheese. See you later.